Hello, Brownsville. I'm Michelle Jones with the City of Brownsville Public Health Department, Maternal and Child Health Division, and today we've got Jessica from the Brownsville Wellness Coalition.
Hi, I'm Jessica Davila from the Brownsville Wellness Coalition. We're here to partner up and get some cooking going on.
So, what is our recipe going to be for today?
So today's recipe is going to be turkey burgers, but not just any turkey burgers, because we're going to sneak in some veggies.
Oh, fantastic. So that way the kids will not notice it quite as much.
Yeah, not quite as much. And you can also use this recipe for meatballs as well. So cook once, eat twice.
Oh, wonderful. And with this particular recipe, can all the members of the family kind of participate and make it a group activity?
Oh yeah, most definitely. So something that's really kid-friendly is getting them to get a grater and then just grate the veggies instead of having to use a knife. It's just a little safer. Just tell them not to go all the way down to the bottom, and then you can compost it or you can use the tip later for some soup.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So do you want to go ahead and get us started?
Yes. So today we're gonna have a turkey burger recipe, and like we said, you can use this for meatballs. Our ingredients consist of some canola oil, some ground turkey, it's a pound to be exact, 1 egg, and if you don't want to use the yolk, then we recommend that you do 2 egg whites so that it has the same consistency. And then we're going to substitute the garlic recipe in here for some zucchini. We're going to add some spices, and we're going to top it off with a little bit of mustard. You're doing a good job there.
Thank you.
Using those veggies.
Oh.
And so 1 carrot is good enough for the pound. And people can add whatever vegetables they want. Let's say they don't like carrots, then use zucchini. They don't like zucchini, use bell peppers. Any vegetable that you think your family will eat and is already eating, we just throw it in there.
Yeah, so you can just customize it for
Yes.
particular flavors. So if you have a picky child, you can.
Pick what they like, their favorite vegetables.
All right.
I'm gonna grab some oregano.
And then you said this one right here, Miss Jessica had mentioned that if you save them, you can use them in a soup later on, but leave the tip so that way the children don't cut their fingers.
Most definitely.
Let me throw it in here.
You don't want that? You can just throw that in there.
All right.
And here our recipe does call for oregano and thyme. So we have the oregano there, and instead of the thyme, we're gonna go ahead and add, oh, sorry, the oregano's here.
No,
So if you wanna sprinkle some oregano, I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of basil. And it's really to taste. The recipe does call for 1 teaspoon. We're just gonna add a little sprinkle. Would you like to add some zucchini in here as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then you can grate that up.
All right.
And I'm gonna scoot that over, and you're all set.
All right. And then just the bottom end, or do we need to cut off the ends?
So I don't cut the ends off, y'all. I usually just grate it with the ends. The other half I will put away into a bag and then freeze everything, and when it's time to make a soup, I just put it in with the broth.
All right. And what's a good amount, do you think?
I would say that's really good. What you have there is perfect. So it should fill up about half a cup of those measuring cups that we have there.
Okay.
The beauty about this grater, y'all, is it saves everything in there. Isn't that cool?
Oh yeah, and it's got the measurements too,
Yes,
it looks
and it
like.
has the measurements. So you just want to turn it over. It's about half a cup there, and we just toss it in there. And so we're sneaking in those veggies. We don't put a lot of zucchini, we just put some to taste, because the zucchini does release a lot of water, and unless you're going to damp it out, your patties might end up a little soggy. Okay, and if you want to sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I'm going to go ahead and mash it up. I am wearing gloves. Really important so that you don't cross-contaminate is that you wear gloves, especially if someone else is handling the veggies. There we go. We're going to start preheating the pan. And if you want to just add a little bit of oil in there, 1 tablespoon is good. There's a tablespoon right over there. And so how do you make your burgers at home?
I usually just add the 1 egg, and I add a bunch of herbs because I like mine to have yeah, and if you have a kitchen garden, this is a great time that you can go out there and get those fresh herbs right out of the garden. I usually add that every once in a while, depending. Some of the kids will want a little bit of breading in it, which I'm not a big fan of, but they like it.
Yeah, it's a good
They
binder.
like it. And then I usually, sometimes, if I want it a little sweeter, I'll add a little bit of cinnamon also into it.
That is so good. I'm so glad there's another human here that likes cinnamon in their meat.
Yeah.
Because you tell people and they're like,
Oh no, it's good.
It
yeah,
is good.
especially if you're doing like holidays and turkey,
yeah.
they go well together. So I'll add a little bit of that, and then I do usually a lot of vegetables on the side.
Okay.
But I mean, I like that concept of putting it in. I have done the riced cauliflower inside.
That's really good.
And that was
that's a
wonderful.
really good binder too. I'm gonna take it off.
Yeah. There you go. And then we don't have to cook it all the way through, do we? Like we're not going to eat it.
We're
right?
not going to eat it. So if you want to take a picture, zoom in on how this side looks.
And then I guess maybe, should we lift it a little? There we go.
There you go.
You want to get a picture too? So while you're doing these shows and things like that, and you're talking to the community about healthy eating, are there any barriers that you ever encountered where they talk about difficulties in preparing?
Yes, I think the difficulties as far as trying to unteach what they were taught as children, as far as certain oils or the percentage of fat in the meats and things like that.
And do you guys have any recommendations? Because it's when we talk about introducing these healthy lifestyles, we want them as young as possible and carrying them through. So do you ever discuss different activities as the children get older that they can start participating more in?
Yes, and that's getting them in the kitchen and remembering that it's always progress over perfection. We don't ever want someone to feel like they have to get it right the first time or they're not going to get it right. For example, if you didn't have a great breakfast, you don't have to wait till next Monday to start a healthy lifestyle. Have a better lunch. Like it's just all about mindset. So when you're with children, letting them know at a young age, it's okay to have what you like. 2 slices of pizza opposed to 5 or 10. You know, everything in moderation leads to a healthier lifestyle. One of the things that we remind our participants or people who are just looking into a healthier lifestyle is whatever you do, don't go home and clean out all your cabinets and throw away everything that you think is junk, unless your doctor recommended it. Because then you're going to have an angry family. They are not going to be on board. They're going to think that healthy is going to be a cardboard, no flavor. And we want to teach people that you can eat healthy on a budget and you can eat healthy in a delicious way because your eyes eat way before your mouth.
Oh, that's great. That's great advice for anyone out there trying to improve their lifestyles. And we've got good information here. So.
Thank you.
So we wanted to share this fantastic resource with you also, and Jessica's available, or the Wellness Coalition, for a lot of this information. So how do we further our healthy lifestyle journey?
Yeah, so you can contact us via Instagram, which is Brownsville Wellness Coalition, or Facebook. Also, our email is brownsvillewellnesscoalition@gmail.com. Feel free to email us and send us your questions. If you want to partner up, feel free to send us an email. We're here.
Now, does the Brownsville Wellness Coalition do more than La Cocina Alegre?
Yes, we do a lot more than La Cocina Alegre. So we umbrella 5 programs, and one of them is the Farmers Market, which if you have EBT, right now we're in the season where we double the EBT. We'll swipe 30 and you get back 60, where you get to get fresh produce. And we also have the gardens. The community gardens, you sign up, you get a bed, we teach you how to grow food. We have an amazing green team who can help you with that.
And kids can get in on that also, so they can start from the very beginning also another way.
Yes, you'll be amazed at how many children don't know that food comes from the ground. Like, they're just in awe, like, what? You grew this? We can eat this? It's just a great way to get the wellness journey started.
Oh, good.
And we also have the Fresco Mark, which we take out to different areas, some rural areas in Cameron County, and you have access to fresh produce.
So is that kind of like a food truck?
Yeah, it's like
with fresh produce.
It's like a little mobile, and it has the fresh produce on there, fresh flowers. We'll even sample some of our cucumber water with cucumbers that we grew.
Oh, wonderful!
Yeah, it's really great.
All right. Anything else?
And we also have the Dale Walking, which is seasonal as well. Can't wait for all of us to get out there and start walking as a group. And then we have, I think that's all we have, right? Farmers Market. Yeah, you got me? Okay, good. Yeah, that's all we have.
All right, good deal. All right. Well, that's some really great information, and I know that our residents of Brownsville are going to love it. So I just want to thank you for coming out and participating and letting all of our residents know these great resources that are out there. We also want to thank the Breastfeeding for a Healthy Brownsville Coalition for helping put this together, and of course the City of Brownsville for making this all happen. So thank you so much, Jessica.
Thank you for having us. Have a good one.
You too.